now that we're back, we'll just send a giant tsunami at this thing. We'll see if we'll see if I can jump over this the crown underwater here. Good God, Ollie. Ollie, you're such a disaster. You know that? He's up there cleaning himself right now. Seconds after turning off the computer, my PC. He's just on top of there cleaning himself. No, there's actually not. You can actually go into the settings. Wow, look at this thing go off this ramp. That is such a good jump. We'll see if it hits right here. It's going to be really close. Oh, and it's going to miss. All right, it made it. Holy smokes. Titanic has made it. But although she has made it, she has suffered a ton of damage, and she is taking on a ton of water right now. We have the pumps turned on to stop the ship from flooding. And look at that. Oh my God, we had Titanic jump. And she completely survived the jump. With, minor damage on the ship. But, I'm sorry, to answer your question, though, no, there's actually not. You can actually go into the settings and tweak the water depth, or you can press J. And I'll zoom out here. And you can actually, you can go really deep here, as you can see where this spot is. And I can go even further. Really far down. That is just an abyss down there. And there we go. So yeah, look at that. If you're someone that's been watching me for a while, we actually have a ship that survived. We actually had a ship survive. That's just crazy. Wow. Good job, Oh no, what is this? A huge cut has been made into the ship right here. I don't know how that just happened, to be honest with you. Donovan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. And this thing is actually taking on a ton of water and collapsing in on itself. We'll see a V-break here. Oh, no. What's up, Bushy Tortoise? Welcome back. No, I honest to God don't know how I did that. It just cut right. It just cut by itself. I was pressing Shift and L, I think it was. And it just went. It's very free. Very, very free. And unfortunately, I spoke too soon and Titanic is not going to make it. And look at this thing folding in on itself. Oh, my setup. I've actually had this PC build for almost over a year now. I've had it for a while. But yes, my setup has been bolstered. Carter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There we go. Now I can finally get my RGB going. All the bubbles. It's all the air escaping the ship. Some people say it's all the souls being released out of the ship, too. And look at this thing swing down and begin to take charge for the seafloor crash right here. Nice, 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 nice. That looks very good. Your bubbles. And wow, we have a long way down. Here we go. Amazingly, most of the bow section here dry still. That is just a crazy cut. Hey, I appreciate you, Bushy Tortoise. I hope your October is good as well. Avner, thanks for the follow. I love the kind words. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It hasn't been updated since July of last year. And, the chatter from Gabe has been quiet lately. So it's kind of dead right now, to be honest with you. Although he said that he's got a family now and he's been busy with his family. Understandable, So, we'll see when it gets updated next. We're waiting patiently for it. Apparently he's going to add NPCs into the next update, he said, which is pretty exciting. Oh, there's a ton of ships in this game, yeah. Lots and lots of ships, Avner. Yeah, apparently NPCs are going to get added to the game next, so that'll be interesting how that goes. I don't know how it's going to work. And it might change the scale of my videos. I might have to dial that back to not trigger anybody and mock any tragedies. We're going to send this monster wave at Titanic. It's going pretty good, Miles. How you doing? Oh boy, I am getting sleepy. All right, we'll watch Titanic get lifted out of this wave, and look at her fly. Oh my goodness. And she'll just come crashing straight down. Look at all the water that's flooded in here. Good Lord. And all that weight from the water will cause this thing to slam into the seafloor, decimate its stern section, crack in half, and also sit vertical too. Welcome back, Cooper. Ollie is still on top of my air conditioner. Guys, and this thing has enough air in it to try and reach the surface still. What in the world is going on here with this thing? Caden Cole, thanks for the follow. Oh my God. And there we go. Now she's getting pulled back down, but we'll move on. Yes. To answer that question, we do have more ships here. I'm going to go with this Royal Caribbean ship. I am a huge fan of this one. Let's get the Category 10 Hurricane. All hail Ollie, destroyer of streams. You said it. All hail Ollie, destroyer of streams. Also, rest in peace, Pete Rose, the all-time hits king. Very sad day in sports. Oh, yeah, we got some big waves here for this thing, and we're already going to see the Royal Caribbean ship crack in half. Oh, my goodness, and we're going to see her V-break. Oh, also, Ollie is spelled like this. He's spelled just like that. That's how his name's spelled. It's all good. Oh, my God, look at this thing fly right now. We have taken flight. He is still cleaning himself up there. And there we go. So before this thing hits the crown, we're going to see it just stop dead in its trail right there and take on a ton of water. Oh, man. Sit up. You got to stay awake. Getting too comfortable. Oh, and look at that lightning strike. 2 lightning strikes. That'll finish her off, you guys. And there you go. What's left of our Royal Caribbean ship here will just float down to the seafloor. Nice. And there you go. That is the full devastation right there. On the Royal Caribbean ship. Biggest ship I got is called the Isla del Sol, actually. We'll do that. We'll get that one in. And here you are. It's between this one and I have another one, actually. It's a Norwegian cruise ship. Let me pull it up here. Not Holland, Norwegian. The Norwegian Epic. Yeah, that's bigger, actually. This is the biggest ship in floating Sandbox here. So look how far out I have to zoom for that. There you have it. This is called the Norwegian Epic, and we're going to send an epic wave at it. Haha. Alright, so we had an earthquake occur, and we have a massive tsunami heading for the Norwegian Epic here. Check it out. Oh my goodness. And look at this thing get picked up by the wave. We're strangers and there you go. There's the landing there. See the bow section take on a ton of water right there. Stern section coming very close to hitting, but it is going to miss. And I think overall this thing will actually survive. Amazingly. That was a huge wave. But it's definitely not going to survive this. We got Hurricane Helene coming. And here comes the storm. We'll see this thing warp the Norwegian Epic. And this thing is real. Oh, there it is. It's going to split right down the middle there. Look at all the water pouring in. Straight down the middle. Oh, look at this thing collapse on itself right now. Oh no, we'll see the bow section hit the crown right there. Oh, look at all the water pouring into the bow. That's my name. My name is Fly. Jason Tyler, thanks for the follow. And there we go. We'll see her V-break. It's bedtime, huh? Yeah, it's almost bedtime for me. I'm getting really tired. We'll see you, buddy. Firstborn middle child, thanks for the follow. Bet I'm back, thanks for the follow. No, I don't study ships at home. Gary and Gungus, thanks for following, you guys. Appreciate that. Oliver, thanks for the follow. Oh, look at that. Stern section will get struck by lightning. Not as devastating as I thought that would be. Sammy, thanks for the follow, too. Kristen, thanks for the follow. I appreciate the follows, you guys. I love the support. And there we go. Let's look at this thing crumbling on itself here. What's up, Marco? D Banana God, thanks for the follow. Thanks, Oliver. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Alright, back to the Isa del Sol here. Polky, thanks for the follow. This is one of the biggest ships in floating sandbox here. We'll see how this one fares against the tsunami. But while the tsunami hits, we'll see this thing get struck by a torpedo right here. And there's a ton of water gushing into the ship. And the massive wave is going to ride through the ship. Lift the ship up into the air. The smallest ship I have is called the Fireboat Elite. And look at this thing get spilled over on its head right now. Bobby, thanks for the follow. That's really close, but amazingly that did not hit. And we'll see this thing pull a Poseidon and capsize. Hold my tea. Yeah, really. That's if you don't get turned into a human soup. We'll see water break through these windows here in the bow section. And the bow section here taking on a ton of water right now. Look at all the water pouring in. The hole from the torpedo strike is actually getting bigger. I would totally not survive this. I'd be turned into a human soup. Yes, this is a capsize indeed. Oh, for sure. You would see this on front page. Like, you would see this on the news instantly. 100%. I'd say 0%. There'd be like no way for you to escape, you know, because much of the ship here is already underwater. So if you were to be in an air pocket here, I'd say you'd get crushed by the water pressure as soon as the water gets in. It would turn you into a like a soup, like I said. And just all the thrashing and the banging would also like break your bones and break your body apart too. Worst cruise ship disaster? I think the Andrea Doria maybe? I don't know if that's considered a cruise ship. That was a pretty bad one. I mean, Costa Concordia was really bad too, you know. You could get out if you were fast enough to run. You'd have to climb this steep angle to get out. Luckily, you know, if you were in here, you'd be good with the power still being on. Headache, yeah, concussion, probably breaks several bones in your body. Yeah, you could survive. There's probably like a, I'd say 20% chance if you were like back here. But then where would you go out to? Because how can these things get deployed, you know? Especially when they start flooding instantly. So we have the Isa del Sol here. Her bow section here really going down far. The water moving through the ship right now, through these lower decks and these upper decks here. We'll see water pressure here break all these windows open and cause the flooding to accelerate throughout the ship. And with those broken windows, we will see this thing go down quickly. Womp womp. Get wrecked. Bow section's about to hit the seafloor. Let's get a zoomed out look here. And there we go. Bow section has touched the seafloor. We'll see the tip of that break off. Bam, 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 bam. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what a saw wall is. And there we go. Now every window has been covered in water. Look at the water filling up back here in this deck, this open space back here. And she is slowly going down. Oh yeah, it's filled up with water, dude. Of course it's gonna be heavy. Think about that for a second. Emptiness. And there we go. She has gone down, chat. What a great sink. Now let's turn off the watertight compartments and watch the rest of this thing flood. Let's watch this thing slam down to the seafloor. Power's still on amazingly. Oh, spoke too soon. It's out. And we'll see this thing crash down. Oh, look at all that damage taken back here. We'll see these upper decks here get crushed throughout the ship. This thing just getting mashed into the seafloor. These poor red snappers are trapped. And there you have it. That's how the Del Sol will go down. I really like the way this turned out. It looks really good. We'll do a Titanic style sink with this. And look at this thing take on tons of water so fast. I'm not sure what the name of this game is. I'm really sorry to tell you, but I don't know. It is free, yes. You have to go onto GameJolt.com and download it on your PC. Wild. I know. How do I not know what the name of the game is? Control R resets the boat. Did it go? I know. It's absurd, isn't it? Alright, there we go. So Titanic style, we're sinking a cruise ship here. The Isa del Sol. Water really overtaking this ship right now. Water now to the bridge, and we'll see the water pressure there bust the windows open and send more water into the ship. Oh, that's hilarious. And this thing is sinking quickly, you guys. And there we go. Look at that. Water down to the top deck. Stern section rising up. But much of this thing has sunken already. The water is already, I mean, in the lower decks, the water is already halfway through. Ty, thanks for the follow. Dun, dun. And there she goes. Look how fast this thing is going down. Dropping like a stone right now. Stern section very high up in the air. Everything else here flooded. We'll see some windows break. And she is going down so quick right now. One whole piece here. Power's still on amazingly. Oh, look at the bow section there crumble apart as it hits. Oh, look at that crumble apart when it hits the seafloor. That's so cool. Drop it like it's hot. You know it. So we got our stern section here vertical. And so the depth of the water here is actually shorter than the ship's length. So this thing is standing straight up right now. That is so cool looking. And so because of this weight shift, we're seeing an abnormal amount of tensile stress back here in the middle of the ship. And that's causing some fracturing to happen. As this thing is crumbling in on itself. There goes power. Oh my goodness, and this thing is going to fall into the crown. Slowly fall into the crown, that is. We're seeing the rest of the bow section get mashed into the sediment there. This thing is opening its mouth. It's opening up right there. And this is actually going to be a very graceful tap right here. Very graceful. Yep, minor damage. But that is some crazy damage right there. We'll see her tear at the keel. So now the stern of the ship is now by itself, doing its own sink scenario as these pipes here are going to get damaged by this. And now the ship is trying to sink as fast as it can because there is a Category 10 hurricane coming. She is picking up speed right now as she goes down because she does not want to get caught in the storm. I mean, I would not want to get caught in a Category 10 hurricane, you know? And there we go. Let's watch her go down. So the ship is in two pieces right now. Her stern's plunging down to the seafloor right before the storm could roll in. I love sinking this ship. That was fun. Alright, let's see if this thing can pass over the crown, the underwater crown that I got here. And here we go. Safe from the storm. Uh-oh, that's not looking good. Oh my goodness. And immediately we're going to see this thing get stuck. We're going to simulate the spikes all breaking here. And this thing will actually end up being grinded down. Look at all the water pouring into the bow. And we are stuck. The ship is officially stuck right now, so they're going to power down. We have run aground, just like the Costa Concordia. And we're going to simulate this all being ripped to shreds right there. So there's a ton of water flooding in. Not enough time to shut the watertight compartments, because water is still pouring in through the bow. So watertight compartments will fail. So I'm really curious to see how this thing will do now that it's stuck, because now it's not gonna, it's not gonna nosedive in. Once the water reaches the stern, that's gonna be it. That's where the ship's gonna sink first, by the stern. Luckily, we got plenty of buoyancy back here to stay afloat. Oh! And pretty instantly, power is going to go out. That was fast. Go. Where did it go? And there we go. I am not able to speed this up. I'm really sorry. Best way I could probably do that is if I do this. Dude, this game is amazing, isn't it? It's so fun. One of the most underrated games out there. 100%. Crazy. I know, right? Bam 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 bam. And there we go. Water. Oh my god, this is taking so long. We're gonna see water bust through these windows here and flood the ship a lot faster now. Lifeboats are going down. I'm really trying to get it to reach the middle back here. Yeah, cruise ships are big. They're giant like labyrinths, you know? They are big vessels. Alright, so there we go. Water pouring into the middle of the ship. And there we go. This compartment now completely filled up and water is now spilling over and spilling down below deck there. This is going to start plunging the ship downwards now in its stern. And it's going to go really quick. Yes, we can speed this up actually by doing this. And now these two compartments are now filling up together in unison. And that's pulling the stern down fast. Wow, I can't believe how much has gone under. We're pretty even keel right now. So with water pressure here, we're gonna see these windows break open. Dot dot, like a bunch of dots busting open. This thing here we'll see it, you know, break open too. Oh, and there we go. Like I said, we're gonna see the stern section here get pulled down because of all the weight and how there's no support there. And then that's going to cause the bow section here to, you know, get lifted up. So there we go. Water up to the top decks of the stern section. And a bit of a twist here, I got to say. And look at that. Look at all the water flooding in from these decks here down to this open space there. It's like a giant bowl. Jack, thanks for the follow. Nice, nice, nice. I gotta say, power went out really fast here, so if you were inside the ship, you would be plunged into total darkness. As you look at the bow section. And there we go. Now the whole stern is underwater. So we just have this upper deck that's left back, up front here. V_R lol. Thanks for the follow. Down. And now water filling up the water slide there. Pretty deep. That's our ship, and that's how far we can go down. We're kind of in like a shallow area here. This thing tried to make it over this, but it ran aground. How's it going, Future Tornado Chaser? Emma, thank you for the follow. And there we go. Just like I said, once the stern fills up, it's going to pull the bow. It's going to get pulled down. I like to change the color. So with the water being red, you can see contrast in here. Oh my god, so that's actually going to cut the ship open. Wow. This thing has slammed down to the seafloor. We'll see tons of damage in the stern there. Gabe, thanks for the follow. And I think that's how she'll rest, you guys. That's how she's going to sit on the seafloor. So if you're an urban explorer out in the water, you'll be able to catch this thing here. The husk here of the ship sticking out. And there's your full look. That's how she'll go down. That was a cool sink. A very slow sink, but it was well worth it. Amazing. I love how that turned out. Cornelius, thank you for the 2 roses. Appreciate that. Alright, let's do a different ship. Cornelius, if there's any ships that you want to see sink, let me know. And we'll do it. As long as I have it. I haven't done this one in a while, so we have a nuclear reactor here. Oh yeah, we could throw boats. See? Yeah, you can throw boats. Oops. Oh my god. Yeah, you can throw boats. Lion King, thanks for the follow. And here it comes. And what's cool is that the elasticity of the water is actually really well simulated here. Score? I don't know what you mean by that. It's free, Tristan. This game is free on PC. Yeah, that's a nuclear reactor. Lions are up 28-20 on the Seahawks right now. Alright, so we're going to send a massive wave. Nils FCA, thank you for the rose. We're going to send a tsunami at our nuclear reactor here. And that's going to cause a nuclear meltdown to happen, and we'll see the whole ship explode into a ton of pieces here. Look at that. Pretty much all that's left here is our stern. And that's just going to instantly... Oh, it's actually going to crash down. And there you have it. That's the nuclear reactor. Damn. All right, we have this merchant vessel here. It's called the Galeb. And we're gonna fire a torpedo right at its bow section there. We have a small explosion followed by a bigger one, and this thing is gonna take on water super quick. And we'll see the compartments all flood. Water getting to the upper decking now. Water now spilling over the bow section. And look at that. Look at her go down. And check out how the water moves through this thing. I love the way this looks right here. That's so cool. That's what makes these so satisfying. Stern section sticking way up in the air. Water getting in through the funnel now. DOA. Thanks for the follow. And there we go. Let's watch her get finished off here and go down. Very nice. This thing is going to capsize itself here. Really taking its time to sink. Oh, that's because it hit the seafloor already. Look at that. So it's just gonna tip over and eventually sink. And there we go. She is going to go down. Water filling up the rest of the ship and pulling her down. What's up? What's up, VR? LOL. Alright, we're going to get a hurricane in here. The floating sandbox, category 10 hurricane. I'm going to go get some water real quick, guys. BRB. All right, so this thing getting thrashed through the storm right now. Subami. Uh-oh, and she's going to slam down on that spike right there. And, oh my god, amazingly make it back out and then probably slam down again, I'd say. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Bow section getting eaten up right now, getting chewed apart by that rock. Oh, and there we go. It's going to slam down even harder and crack in half, and that's pretty much going to finish her off. Red Thoughts, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. How's it going, Charles? Wow, Lions just scored another touchdown. Jared Goff with like an amazing pass. Lightning is going to strike the bow and finish off the ship. Brent, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Very nice. And guys, I think this is a great stopping point for the stream because I really want to go to bed. I'm very tired. So I want to thank all of you for tuning into the stream, all 9,500 of you. It was a fun time. Rosalie White, thanks for the follow. And yeah, you guys, it was a fun time. Thank you all for watching. It's great to see you all again. Thank you to everyone that gifted, too. It means a lot. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you to everyone that commented. And guys, we will see you next time on some more Floating Sandbox. James, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. You guys have a great night. And we'll finish this off in a bang. See ya. And boom. There it goes. That never gets old. There's all the particles flying right there. All right, you guys.